Okay, very rarely actually show the disc here. The act of killing is it's a really well done documentary where an individual goes back to Indonesia and finds people who were part of the 1965 death squads and asks them if they would reenact some of their killings in whatever fashion they would want to. If they want to do one guy wants to do lots of bizarre musical numbers. If you want to do like a gangster era sort of film to it. But this is 2 hours of watching people who will describe themselves as being like, yeah, I killed 1,000 people. Probably somewhere around there. And when they're describing how they killed people, this one guy, he even shows, it is a long metal wire on a stick. And he was like, we killed all these people over here, but you get blood on your clothes, there's blood everywhere. So we'd have him sit right here. I'd wrap this thing around here, wrap it around here, do this, and I would just sever their heads with it. And you watch and you're like, wow. So we're about 50 years after they did these things. Never spent any time in jail. Because they essentially were on the winning side of a military coup. And as they're reenacting it, you can tell that every now and then, as they're talking about it, they're like, oh yeah, they were communists, they were horrible, they were cruel. They even showed them going through the process of, so-and-so said, you're a communist, are you a communist? No, we would beat them until they more or less said they were communists, no, which one we would kill them. They show them, one of them running for parliament, talking about how their political system is pretty much, you bribe people directly for votes. One guy was like, oh, you have any t-shirts? No, just cards. Just cards, no gifts? Oh, we're not going to vote for you. And it's very, very well done, because people who actually did these essentially war crimes, they don't agree with that terminology, are actually talking about the process which they went through to more or less exterminate communists. Or communists, in quotes. And it's a very powerful documentary. It's shot beautifully well. The nice thing is being as people are doing the shooting, they very rarely interject into it. They might ask some questions, but you really normally don't feel the directors putting their spin on this. And it's very powerful stuff.